News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a neighborhood is shaken up after a car crashes into a home.
A victim is recovering from a brazen knife attack.
And time to get those holiday packages in the mail. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Reinert and Eunette Gentry. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, December 1st, 2016. I'm Zach Reinert.
And I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Our top story, a male suspect is still on the run after purposefully crashing a stolen SUV into a family home last night.
A family is still reeling after a freak accident last night at their quiet home on Sierra Vista Circle. Witnesses told News 46 that a SUV was parked on the street near their home with the lights on at least for 2 hours before, for some reason, the driver decided to plow into the front of their home. The damage was very severe inside the house. Firefighters saying that most of the living room was pushed into the kitchen. There's also a smell of gas after the collision. The driver fled the scene. He's described as a male in his 30s with a bald head and black shorts. The SUV was stolen out of Henderson in August. The impact was so severe that there was glass on the roadway 20 to 30 feet away from the home. Luckily, no one was hurt as a result of this collision. The reason why is unknown at this time. The residents do not know the driver of this vehicle and have never seen the car in the area. This morning, they boarded up the front of the house. The two children's bedrooms were located near the front of the structure, and luckily they weren't injured, though everyone in the neighborhood was shaken up. We spoke to Melissa Goldstein.
Okay, I was leaving my driveway and there was a truck sitting down there at the end, and he was just sitting there, so I backed up and came this way, and he came towards me head on. And I was like, okay, no chicken tonight. So I backed up and I went to go that way, and he just floored it, went right into the house. He's been sitting there, the girl's daughter in there said he's been sitting there since 8:30 tonight, and it's now a little bit after 10. Nobody knows who he is.
Melissa was a witness to this collision. If you have any information, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000.
Sarah Gensaw is in jail for stabbing her roommate numerous times while he slept on the sofa. More information has now come forward regarding this case.
Details have been released regarding an attempted murder case. The suspect, Sarah B. Gensaw, has been charged with attempted murder, mayhem, battery with a deadly weapon, and battery with substantial bodily harm, also domestic battery. Police were dispatched to 448 Comstock Street in reference to a stabbing on November 23rd. Police say that they observed the victim exiting the residence when they arrived in clear panic, his face actively bleeding, covered in blood, and his left hand also bleeding, wrapped in a blood-soaked towel. According to the report, his hand had a gaping wound and the thumb appeared to dangle from his hand. According to the victim, he was asleep on the couch in the living room when he was attacked by his roommate, Sarah. The victim was transported to Desert View Hospital where he was treated for his injuries, and police say that the ER doctor confirmed that the victim's hand would be severely restricted as a result of this injury. When Nye County Sheriff's deputies entered the residence, they found a trail of blood and blood all over the residence, including the couch and the pillow and comforter. Deputies located Sarah Gensaw on the next street 6-shooter, which is just around the corner from the residence. They say that she admitted to stabbing the victim with a large kitchen knife when he was sleeping on the couch. Her reason, she said to police, was that he attempted to rape her earlier in the day. She changed her story later in the day, according to police, saying that she was forced to perform another sex act on the victim. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies said that Gensaw had some diminished mental capacity and was intoxicated, that her and the victim had a prior sexual relationship, and that they both were drinking that day. During the interview, police say that Gensaw said that she hoped the victim would have died, and also overheard her saying to herself, "How am I going to get out of this?" when she realized she was going to jail. Detectives say during the investigation they found that Gensaw's statements were untruthful about the alleged rape, and that the injuries sustained by the victim seen and statements from both parties were consistent with the victim's statement that he attempted to defend himself from the attack. Gensaw was placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
News 46 visited Chris Warner from the United States Post Office today to help pinpoint those important holiday mailing deadlines. Caitlin Boyer reports.
It's that time of year again, and the post office is bustling with people eager to ship packages and cards to loved ones. Whether it's local, across the nation, or even international, the post office will make sure that your mail arrives safely. But with the increase of packages, the post office wants you to know when to have everything in by, so your mail gets there in time.
If you're doing international shipping, normally it takes about 6 to 10 business days, sometimes a little longer. Every country's a little bit different, so mail early. They have an estimated cutoff date of December 10th, but if you really want your packages there before Christmas time, get it here as soon as you can.
For those with loved ones in the military, the post office recommends sending everything out as soon as you can because things can be slowed down by the volume of packages being sent overseas.
Military, we ship it to normally like San Francisco or New York, which is an APO or an FPO address, which is Fleet Post Office and Army Post Office. Then the military takes over. And unfortunately, they're a little slower than we are. So again, get here early.
Though domestic shipping doesn't take quite as long, the post office still recommends that you mail out everything in plenty of time for the holidays. Many people are shipping gifts, so the post office is expecting that there may be a delay in shipping.
If you're just doing domestic shipping from here in Pahrump, because we're a little further from the airport, we would suggest that first class parcels, which is anything under 13 ounces, be mailed by December 19th. Priority mail normally takes 2 to 3 business days, but we're already adding a day on for the Christmas rush, so we would hope you would be here before December 20th.
The post office won't be delivering on Christmas Day, so be sure to get your packages out in time to make it there before. This is Caitlin Boyer reporting for News 46.
And stay tuned to News 46. We'll have information on a motorcycle versus car accident, and we'll also have your news across Nevada.